Hi, I'm Annie, and this is Books with Annie. This is my October TBR, and I am going to figure out the books I'll be reading in October by doing Becca's Spookopolathon. Becca is Becca in the books. She used to do Bookopoly every month to determine her monthly TBR, and then it became a readathon, and now it's a spooky season readathon. And this could be her last one that she ever does, which is really sad, but I get it. It's a lot of work. And before we jump into it, please excuse the lighting. Now let's do our first roll. All right, that's five. So we have one, two, three, four, five. Pumpkin carving. So pumpkin carving, let me actually get my notes. Hold on. Okay, I have my notes. So pumpkin carving means that you have to read a book with a face on it. And I'm between a few books. I was thinking Quicksilver, Air of Broken Fate, My Best Friend's Exorcism, Not Another Love Song, and Belladonna. Out of those, I only own two. So those would be the smart options to go with. I think. See, I don't know because it's so difficult. I don't think I could get either of the ones I own on Kindle or as an audiobook. I'm really struggling. Hold on. Okay, I just checked and I can get My Best Friend's Exorcism as an ebook. I think I'll just do it. I'll put My Best Friend's Exorcism. Okay. Okay, so that's four. That's a double. I didn't say it in the beginning, but anytime we get a double, we add an extra spin. So I was going to do five. Now I'm doing six. So one, two, three, four. Future. Okay. Okay, and then we got future, which means like a right time kind of book, like a book that you keep putting off for the future, waiting for the right time to read it. And that could be for any kind of reason. We, by we, I mean me, I have options, but I know that there's one that I should choose. I'll tell you my options. So my options are Six of Crows, The Nightingale, Hood Feminism, The Diviners, and Narnia. And the one that I need to choose is Six of Crows. So we're just gonna do it. 10. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's bone. All right, and then we landed on bone, which is the color, like the creamy taupey tan color. And that just needs to be on the cover. So I have a few options. I could reread Fortuna Sworn, which I want to do because I want to finish the series, but I read the first book a few years ago and don't really remember very much of it, and so I would be totally lost if I tried to start now. And then I could read Wild Eyes, but then I would have nothing to read from Elsie Silver for a while. I could read The Finish Line. I just read Exodus. I could read The Finish Line. I could read My Dark Romeo, or I could read Rootbound. Of those, I own one, and it is the reread, and I think I'm just going to go with that so that I can continue on with the series because I remember loving it, and everybody always has such great things to say about the books. And the storyline, the plot, the character development. So I'm excited to continue. I don't know why I didn't immediately whenever I finished the first one, the first time. That's four. So 1, 1, 2, 3, 4 brooms. Okay, and then we got brooms. Ooh, then we got broomstick. That was so loud. I'm sorry. And the prompt for broomstick is a like to cleanse, and so you read a book that has a simple or clean looking cover, and I would say my options are the Nightingale, Addicted to You, Wild Eyes, Stiff, and There Are No Saints. I kind of want to say the Nightingale because I've been wanting to read it for a while. I'm going to do the Nightingale. Oh no, another double. Okay, so we're going to be doing 7. 1, 2, Ghost Tour. Okay, the prompt for Ghost Tour is it has to have a historical element. The Nightingale would have been perfect, but we also have Divine Rivals, The Diviners, Stone Blind, and To Sir Philip with Love. I think do To Sir Philip with Love because I would love to finish the Bridgerton series sooner rather than later. 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So stab. Okay. And then the next prompt we got was stabby. And this is pretty self-explanatory. So it's like a true crime, a thriller, grim dark fantasy, anything that's like super not not super gory, but like could be gorier or scarier. So the options that I chose for this are 11 the Time of Serial Killers, mostly because of the name, not really the contents of the book. And Becca said that everything's up to our interpretation, so I'm fine with that. And then I also thought about The Devil in the White City, which is a nonfiction, but Eric Larson is the author and he writes in a very like fictional way when he's writing his nonfiction. And then The Silent Patient, A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, and then There Were None. And I'm looking at my list. It looks very daunting to me. I'm gonna do And Then There Were None. So one more. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Highest rated. Okay. Okay. And then we have highest rated as the last one. So for this, at least on my list, we have Manacled, The Women, Empire of Storms, and the next Harry Potter that I'm on. I don't know what to choose. That's so difficult. I'm already reading a Kristen Hannah. I'll be reading Empire of Storms anyway. I have the audiobook for Harry Potter. But I also could read Harry Potter this month. You know what? We're just going to do it. We're going to put Manacled. Okay, and just to recap, for pumpkin carving, which is face on the cover, we went with My Best Friend's Exorcism because there's multiple faces on the cover. I am very excited and very nervous for this book. I haven't ever read a Grady Hendrix, but I've heard he's very funny, very satirical, and I think this will be right up my street. So excited for that one. Future is one of the books that I've been putting off for probably the longest, which is Six of Crows by Lee Bardugo. I think I put it off because I know I'm going to love it, but I'm scared that I've told myself that so much that I'm not going to love it. There's that one. Bone, I went with Fortuna Sworn by KJ Sutton. It has bone color behind Fortuna, and then it's also on the back here. So this is a reread, but I've forgotten so much. So it's, yeah. And then for Broomstick, which is a simple cover or clean cover, I went with The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna. It's a pretty simple cover, minus this part, but like the background area is what's simple. And there's water, so it gives me clean vibes. This is a massive book. I always forget how big it is, but I do have the ebook for it, so I am excited to see how I like this. This is my mom's favorite book of all time, and I think I'm gonna love it. And then for Ghost Tour, which has a historical element, I chose To Sir Philip with Love by Julia Quinn, I believe is her name. This is the fifth book in the Bridgerton series. This is going to follow Eloise. And Eloise is my favorite character in the show. So I'm interested to see, number one, how the book differs from what we've seen in the show so far, and then also how she is in her own storyline. Because we've only really seen her as a background character so far. So it'll be fun. And then for Stabby, I chose And Then There Were None by Agatha Christie. This is a big murder mystery. So I have read The Murder on the Orient Express before, but nothing else by Agatha. So I'm excited to see how I feel about this. I'll probably end up finding an audiobook for this or something. And then lastly, we went off of highest rated, and I chose Manacled. I don't remember the author's name, but it's going to be up on the screen. This is a Draco Hermione fan fiction that is widely loved and so intriguing to me. Always loved Draco, always loved Hermione. I've never read, what's their ship name again? I've never read their fan fiction, but I think it'll be a good time. It's insanely long though, and so with some of my intimidating reads, I'm a little nervous. I am primarily a romance or romantasy reader, so the fact that I have one historical romance and then kind of romantasy, but not really romantasy in the first Fortuna Sworn book, and then I don't think you really see any romance in Six of Crows either. So it's going to be an interesting time for me. Yeah, I'm I'm excited to see how it goes, and I absolutely love this readathon. It's the only one that I've ever actually fully participated in, and yeah, it's always such a good time. She does so many sprints, and other people get involved. It's an amazing time. It's so fun. And I hope you follow along. And if you want to join in on the reading and the readathon, everything will be linked down below, including Becca's announcement video that has all of the information in it. And yeah, I'm so excited. And if you want to see the journey, please stick along. Go ahead and like this video if you liked it, and then subscribe if you want to see this journey for me, and just follow along for more content. Bye!